What's it mean to be Japanese to you?
Well, I've been thinking about that topic for years, but I think that most Japanese people think that like people are separated in black and white, but in fact, we're not like separated like that, right? We're all gray. And basically, Japanese people came to these islands like 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, and they used to be foreigners.
Didn't they come from Korea?
Yeah, they mostly they came from Korea. Some came from China, and
Yeah.
also some came from like some southern islands.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're all mixed.
Yeah.
You know the Jomon people and the Yayoi people, right?
Yeah.
You know, we're all mixed. So
Yeah.
we're basically all gray, and I just came at this era.
Right.
So I'm like a new type of Japanese who just
Yeah.
came recently.
Yeah. So in this era, what does it mean? Because like if it's already gray, right, and we have all this history of it already being mixed, still in this modern era, there's like a conception that all Japanese are all the same, right? Even though technically they're not. But you bring a new twist just because of your parents deciding to get it on one day, right? No choice to you, like you didn't have any choice in the matter. So what does it mean to be Japanese with your specific kind of background?
Well, like most Japanese have never thought about like what is like to be a Japanese, right? Like they don't have the opportunity. But for me, I was always questioning myself, like because most people just treat me as a gaijin in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, like, oh, Anthony. Well, my name is Anthony.
There you go, yeah.
Hey, Anthony, like you're so, well, you're not shy because you're a hafu, and I'm like, no, I'm not shy because I am myself, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I wanted to ask them, what makes you to be Japanese?
Right.
But
Now, that was like in Japan where you had those like experiences and conversations with people, but you've also lived abroad, right? So when you were living abroad, did you feel more like a gaijin or did you feel like a Japanese person?
well, during high school, I really denied myself, like,
Here in Japan.
yeah, in Japan, like
Yeah.
being as a gaijin.
Yeah.
But after I went abroad, well, I was staying at Czech Republic for a while, and I realized that there is like some spices in me, in myself, that there's some like, I would say like foreign vibes in myself. So now I'm absorbing all kinds of myself, and
Yeah.
I'm actually like finding like not just being Japanese. I realize that I'm super Japanese and they overseas, but at the same time there's some like spices in myself.
It's funny because like I think that we're all unique individuals at the end of the day, but a lot of times self-discovery, the first stages of it come through conversations with other people telling you who you are, right? So like you live in Japan and people go, oh, you're a gaijin, and so that becomes your character because that's what you were told. But then by living abroad, other people go, well, no, you're Japanese, right? And so then you have to like, okay, play to their expectations or whatever. So did you feel like a new learning that happened when you were abroad?
Like after living for a year at Czech Republic, I realized that I'm super Japanese, and like I'm really different compared to other Westerners.
Yeah. Like, did you take your shoes off when you went home?
Yeah, I always do that.
That's really Japanese of you,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I used to live with my American roommate. He doesn't do that, and I told him to please just take off your shoes. Like
Here in Japan?
no, in Czech Republic, because
really?
we were living together.
Yeah. So even there, you
Yeah,
brought
yeah.
the rules with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
true. Like you, through the experiences, you kind of like start to realize what is important to you. And yeah, a clean house is important, and dirty shoes are dirty, right? Like it's so obvious, right?
Well, yeah. But actually, I also my room was in a mess a bit, and I always blamed on my other half of Gene. You know, my
yes, a
grandparents
scapegoat.
Are, my grandparents are kind of Mexicans, so.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. I don't speak Spanish, but I'm like, come on, I'm Latino. So-
There you go. Yeah. Wait, just out of curiosity, then, what is your genetic kind of like pie chart?
Well, my mother is Japanese, and my grandfather, his surname is Santos, so probably kind of Portuguese.
Oh, okay. And your grandmother is what?
Is Mexican, but like kind of Spanish, half Spanish and half Native American.
Okay.